Hey, you said you had a dream about me.
Oh yeah.
You want to get into that?
Yeah, let's get into it. So,
Set me up here.
okay.
You're sleeping.
So I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
Um, so there was this cop.
Okay.
Not very good looking, just like a cop, like maybe a bit of an older lady.
It was a lady cop?
Yep, lady cop, woman cop.
Whoa.
And
What
she
color?
let me think.
Yeah.
I think she was
Put
I think
yourself
she was, I
back
think
in.
she was black. Yeah.
Like, heavy?
Yeah, she had a little weight to her.
Whoa. So this is strange.
Yeah, very
This is
strange.
what you conjured up.
Yeah. So anyway, we must have got pulled over, or we were just driving. We were parked somewhere,
Yeah.
and she came up to you. You were driving. I was a passenger.
Okay.
She came up to you, and wanted to talk to you about something.
Okay.
I was like, but she wasn't in the typical police outfit. It was more of like a, trying to think.
Maybe
More,
like a Halloween costume?
no.
No.
She was like investigating you. Like she was a cop, but she wasn't like a normal police officer. Like maybe a little more undercover-ish, but you knew she had the badge there, so you knew she was.
So
a
she
cop.
wasn't in complete street clothes.
Yeah, she was.
It was
It was
like
a little more
like an
less
agent?
formal. Yeah, an agent would be more like it.
okay.
So anyway, she was talking to you, and then she
Yeah.
wound up kissing you.
Whoa.
And here's the part that
Yeah.
got me. You didn't want any of it.
Whoa.
At first. Okay, it's kind of
hard to get.
Yeah. Well,
No.
I knew she wasn't your type.
Oh my.
And I knew, and I was like, oh man, she's kind of like, okay, she's a police officer, she's kissing. That's not good. Like,
What do you
she's
mean?
kind of like violating you. And she was like kind of like, I felt like she was using her police officer power to like do whatever she wants.
Whoa.
So she was like kind of like, almost like raping you in a way.
Ooh.
Like that kind of sense of like,
Yeah.
she's like making at you, you don't really want to, but you don't want to fight back because she's a police officer.
Right, I could get arrested.
Yeah, but there was a point I remember you kind of really going along with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you really going along with it because you're afraid, or are you actually starting to get into you guys are making out over there. I'm just sitting there. And I'm kind of afraid too because like she's a cop. I mean, she could, I don't know.
But I'm in the car.
I don't want to get arrested or anything.
So she's like leaning
Yeah,
in the car.
she's leaning in there. You guys are making out.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I guess she's done making out. Like I felt like she was gonna do more, but I guess she
brushes
did
herself
enough.
off.
Yeah. And then she came over to me. She
went
walked
seconds.
around.
She saw the dime
And I was
piece
like, I
and the
don't
passenger.
want to do this. I was like, I don't want any of it. I remember saying to her.
Dude, that is aggressive.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to do this.
I already know what you're thinking.
I know you did to him. I don't want to be raped.
Oh,
It's basically like I don't want to be molested here.
this.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
But I wasn't doing it in like
A malice
way. I was like, I just don't want anything to do with it.
Listen, lady, I got a molasses
She looked
back
at me
home.
very sternly. She walked away, and I was like, okay.
Whoa.
But then when she was walking away, I was like, man, I should have like,
Kissed her a little bit.
I should have beat her up because like,
What?
or I should have like took her down and be like, hey, or at least been like, no, what do you? I should have stopped her, and like pushed her away when she was kissing you. Like I should have did something, not beat her up. Like I should have like stopped it. I should have like,
hey, this is.
I should have helped my friend out instead of just standing there and let it happen because you obviously didn't like it. Like you're being violated, I just sat there and let it happen.
Yeah. So you sat and watched.
I watched it happen, and I felt afterwards I should have been more
dirty.
upfront and been like, "Hey, leave my friend alone," and like pushed her away or something.
Right.
And when she came to my side, I should have really been like, get away. I said I was just like, I don't want to do this kind of thing. I played it kind of like I didn't want to play it.
I'm married.
So after that, I remember telling you and Jess and everybody the dream. So in the dream, I do that a lot. I'll tell people my dream in the dream.
Dude.
That's probably why I remember, because I remember telling them in the dream. That made me remember it even more in real life.
You have a built-in remembering tool in your dreams.
Sometimes. Doesn't always work.
Okay, well, keep going here because this is getting interesting.
That's pretty much it.
Come on. So what did we say when you told us? Nothing. It's matter of fact.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, I just remember relaying it to you guys.
It's it's a weird dream.
It's a weird dream because, like, when does that ever happen? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like,
the other weird thing is you were, like, the bystander in your dream. Like, I was the main event.
I think I usually am the bystander in my dreams.
Really?
I'm usually not the main.
Usually
it's someone else happening something to them, and I'm just kind of like watching.
You're a backseat dreamer.
Backseat dreamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you sit back and you take it.
I take it all in, and I always get angry at myself for not doing something. It's more like a self, like, oh man, you should have did this.
Maybe that's what it means.
Maybe I need to take more action in real life. That's what my mind is saying. Yeah. Like, I'm just letting you get molested by this big black girl, and you're just like, you guys are like making out, like tongue kissing, and like, I remember vividly seeing your guys like tongues like interact.
Whoa.
And really creeped me out. You guys and she's just like, she's not your type.
Yeah.
And she's just like,
she is getting.
And I could tell there's, in a dream, like someone has this like menacing personality about them, even though they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
You can tell like they're a big shot. Like,
you could sense it.
You don't mess with me because I'll bring you down.
Yeah. You kiss me.
Almost like Kelly from.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Almost like her.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to mess with her. She'll make your life hell.
So you better kiss.
So you better make out with her. Yeah.
Pucker up, bucko.
Pucker up, because you're in for a treat.
And I'm coming in hard.
Hard and dirty.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
So
that was my dream, yeah. You were getting molested.
Yeah.
And you didn't want it.
Man, that's crazy.
You just sat there and took it.
Yeah.
But there was one point I remember you were kind of like really going in with her.
I could see that.
But I didn't know if you did that because you just wanted to appease her so she would leave. Yeah. Or if you were actually starting to get into it. Like, you were almost confused. Like, you were into it, but you weren't. Yeah. You could be kind of into something, but you're not. Yep.
She could have convinced me, too.
Yeah. You might have been at first like, no, get away. But then she was really getting you hard.
Oh, my God.
And you know,
one thing leads to another.
Yeah, one thing leads to another.
And we're
I'm just in the passenger seat just watching it happen.
Just slobbering.
Just saying, oh God, not me.